Good morning, everyone. My name is Janae. Thank you for being here this Friday morning. This morning's class is a slow flow, 60 minutes. We will have some fun and we will sweat still, even though we'll move kind of slow. Can you all come into a seated position with, on a block is good, or on a towel even. You just want your knees slightly lower than your hips. Okay, and you can either take cross-legged or you can take your legs alongside, your shins alongside the block. Great. And then just place your hands on your lap, fingertips touching each other. Yeah, fingertips touching each other like there's a ball in between your hands, just like that. And sit up tall, align your spine, one vertebrae on top of the other through the crown of your head. Close your eyes. Let's bring your awareness to your physical body. Oftentimes when you close your eyes, you may then go inward and think inward. And my challenge to you right now is to think to the outside, the outermost layer of your body, your feet connected to the floor, your shins or calves connected to the floor. And just notice the energy that shifts to those areas in your body when you bring your mind to it, when you bring attention to it. And that's all that this is doing for you. That's all you need to do, is bring your awareness. And then all of a sudden energy flows to that area. More is possible for you from this awareness, from a clear space of connection. Notice the energy from your shins up to your knees and thighs. And feel it. Even see it. See this energy. Maybe it has a color. More than just sensation, but it has color and texture. Notice this energy travel up through your belly and work its way through your inside of your abdomen, up to your ribs, into your shoulders. And then all of a sudden you're sitting up taller. All of a sudden you have more awareness of your body's parts in space. And that's what yoga does. Through this mindful movement, clear awareness of your physical body, you can then create change in your body. In this power yoga practice, that's what we do. Connection, space, awareness, mindfulness, and presence. Presence right here and now to tap into what's actually needed rather than just going through the motions. Be easy on yourself this morning. Although this is a power yoga, slow flow, you can still be nice to yourself, be easy on yourself, treat yourself well. Take your hands together at your heart center. We'll take one full Om together. Breath in. Interlace your hands. Flip your palms up to the ceiling, over your head. Open your eyes. Child's pose. And bring the awareness to your body, your physical body as it is in space. connected to the floor, each body part that's touching. And just notice like the ebb and flow of the energy from the floor into your body, and then what you're doing, pressing into the floor to create action in your body. And you'll connect your mind with that through breath. Okay, so bring your awareness, your mind's eye to your physical body. Notice how breath can help you do that. Notice how breath can create movement and change in your physical body and in your mind. Full inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Tabletop. Stack your shoulders right on top of your wrists. Breathe in, drop your belly, look up to the ceiling. Round your back, exhale. Cow pose, breathe in. Cat pose. Push the floor away from you. Cow pose. Cat pose. Cow pose. Breathe in and move your hips around, move your body around, and breathe as you do this. Take another cat pose on your exhale. And another cow pose. Move your hips around and breathe freely. And be nice to yourself. Do the things in your body that feel good. Don't worry about what they look like. You know, my good friend Jenna, who she used to teach here, she always used to call it like scooping out the bottom of the peanut butter jar. Like you want to get really deep in there. Yeah. And come to neutral spine, neutral position. Downward facing dog. And step your feet together in this first downward facing dog. Press the center of each heel down into the floor. Hold your left ankle with your right hand. Cross your body, right ankle, right hand to left ankle. Mm-hmm. Press the center of your heels down for stability. Lift and spread your 10 toes. Now even pull your chest through this window of your arm and your leg. Reverse sides. Open up your chest as you do this. Okay, pull your chest through the window of your arm and your leg. And you can do this by pressing your right heel down to create the stability in the pose. Downward facing dog. Separate your feet hips width distance apart. Come onto your left forearm. Reach your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and open up your hip. Press your chest open towards the concrete wall side of the room. Take a full breath in. Reverse sides. Your right elbow down, left leg to the sky. There you go. Good, Noah, yeah. And press your right palm flat into your mat like you do in down dog. Each knuckle rooted down for stability and power from the earth pulling up through your body. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet, ragdoll pose. Shift your weight forward and back into the mounds of your big toes and then into your heels, back and forth. And then side to side, sway your body like a pendulum. Bend your knees a bunch. Be nice to yourself. The word power can often show up as being intentionally kind to yourself. Like there's a lot of power in that. Like not just like pushing through and working so hard and getting to the end result, but being powerfully easy, intentional. I associate intentional and powerful very similarly. Plant your left hand into the earth, reach your right arm to the sky, and bend your left knee. Yeah, a lot. Bend your knee a lot. Turn your left lung up toward the ceiling. Reverse sides. Awesome. Breathe in. Open up your chest. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Interlace your hands up above your head. Flip your palms to the ceiling. Take a full breath in, reach up. Then go over to your right side on your breath out. Back to center, breathe in. To your left side, breathe out. Back to center. Extend your arms straight up, palms open, forward fold. Half lift, high push up. Bend your elbows a little bit. A little bit so then you can push each knuckle into the floor. You go, Emily. Press your thoracic spine to the floor. That's the part between your shoulder blades, just right here. Pull your shoulder blades toward each other on your back. Full inhale. All the way to your belly, exhale. Place your spider fingers on the floor, just the tips of your fingers on the floor. Yeah, take a breath in, cobra pose. Pull your heart forward to the front of the room. Lower all the way back down. Place your palms flat now. Cobra pose a little bit higher. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Keep your thighs on the ground. Press your left hip towards the floor. Look over your right shoulder. Other side. Pull both shoulders straight back. You got it, Kelsey. Back to center. Press into the floor. Lift your thighs up off the floor. Pull the front of your pelvis up toward your belly button. Big inhale, breath. Downward facing dog. Inhale. And out. Take a long downward facing dog. Longer than it is right now, that's all I ask. Just to experience a new downward facing dog. Press the mound of your pointer finger knuckle into the ground and the base of your thumb knuckle. And that creates lightness on the pinky side and wrists. Take a huge inhale breath. And a long exhale breath. Walk forward to your hands. Plant your left palm, reach your right arm to the ceiling. Exhale, fold. Other side, inhale, left arm high. Fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High push up. Inhale. Lower to your belly. This time, hover your hands off the mat, cobra pose. Lower all the way down. Upward facing dog, lift your thighs. Downward facing dog. Place your Left elbow on the ground, right leg to the sky. Bend your knee, open up your hip, and go a little further than you did the first time. And turn your chest open towards the right side of the room. Big breath in. Release your right foot. Come onto your right elbow. Left leg to the sky. Open your hip up. Pin your shoulder blades together on your spine. Ground down through the center of your right heel. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Empty out. Walk forward to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Interlace your hands behind your back. Reach your knuckles towards the floor, chest open. Now fold like this. Fold with the interlaced hands. Bent knees. Pull your chest toward your thighs. Half lift like this. Release your hands forward, fold. Halfway lift. High push up to your belly, low push up, all the way down, all the way. Cobra pose, hands hover. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Nice and long, intentional breaths. Look forward. 2 giant steps to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose. Press your palms together at your heart center and take your elbows to the height of your wrists, right in the center of your chest. Press your palms together. Pull your shoulders straight back. Lift the front of your pelvis as your tailbone descends. There you go, Madison. Breathe in, forward fold, breathe out. Lengthen halfway up, high push up. Lower to your belly, cobra pose. Lower down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right side, warrior 1. Interlace your hands behind your back. Press your knuckles toward the floor. Breathe in a small back bend. Humble warrior. The center of your back heel on the ground. So your toes are at a 45 degree or so. Now pull your chest toward your left leg. Warrior 1, right back up, arms to the sky. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Pull your shoulders toward the center line of your spine. Oh yeah, press into my hand, Kristen. Pull your front ribs in towards the center. Now wrap your left arm around your back. Lean back towards the right side of your mat. There you go, Jill. Gaze up to the ceiling. High push-up. Low push-up, just halfway down. Upward facing dog. Be intentional about pulling your shoulders back, front of your pelvis up. Downward facing dog. Warrior 1, left side. Interlace your hands behind you. Root your knuckles down. Lift your chest up. Humble warrior. Press into the pinky toe side of your back foot. There you go, Christina. Pull the crown of your head toward the floor. The very top of your head to the floor. You can open up your upper chest and your upper back. Warrior 1, breath in. Warrior 2. Extended. Reverse, yep. Reverse warrior first. Extended side angle. Pull your chest back. Lift the front of your pelvis toward your belly button. Wrap your right arm around your back. You can place it into the crease of your hip. Lean back. Press your left knee to the left side. Oh, yeah. Awesome. More. Full breath in. High push up. Shift your weight forward. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 full Ujjayi breaths. On each inhale, lift your belly button up under your lowest rib. Another breath in together. Empty out. Walk or jump forward. Lift halfway up. Fold forward. Chair pose. Press your palms together at heart center. Breathe in. Twist to your right side. And keep your thumbs right at the center of your chest. And turn your left lung upward toward the ceiling. Bottom lung up. Chair pose. Keep your hands where they are. Twist the other way. Draw your right hip back so your knees are in one line. Lift your chest higher than your hips. Pull the center of your chest to meet your thumb knuckles. Chair pose, hands at heart center. Full breath in. Forward fold. Lengthen halfway up. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior 1, right side. Humble warrior. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Be intentional in the movement. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. Humble warrior. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bring your intention alive. Up dog. Downward facing dog. It's like bringing your attention alive. That's what I love about these slow flow classes is the attention that can be kept or can be made throughout the whole practice. No need to rush the process or rush the practice, but move intentionally with each breath as the guide. And really feel into your body for what's happening. Take a huge sip of air in. Empty out. Jump forward to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Interlace your hands behind you. Stay in chair pose and just bow your chest parallel to the floor, knuckles to the ceiling. Take a breath in and out. Chair pose, right back up, arms up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior 2, right side. Reverse. Straighten your right leg. Triangle pose. Tuck your right side of your bum under your body. Now pull your shoulder blade tips to meet your spine in the middle. Oh, awesome. Rise up to stand. Side facing, wide leg forward bend. And take your hands to your ankles. Now pull your chest through the window of your legs. Tilt your weight forward into the mound of each big toe. Hands to heart center. Lunge over deeply to your left side. Lift your chest. Yeah, you'll stay facing the hallway. Lift your chest. And switch over to the other side. And keep your hands at heart center. Press your palms together, each knuckle together. Switch again to the other side. And can you make your chest parallel with the side wall? Switch to the other side. Yeah, bum low, heart high. Other side. And flow freely a few times with your own breath, side to side. Keep the connection of your palms together, elbows wide, so you can feel it in your pectoral muscles. And then come back into the middle, forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Walk your hands around to your right foot, lizard pose. Come onto your elbows in lizard. Come onto the pinky side edge of your right foot. Take your left forearm across the top of your mat. You're going to use your right hand to press into your right thigh or your right knee open a bit. Turn your chest up toward the ceiling. You can stay there or reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Pull both shoulders straight back. Huge breath in. Both hands down. Pyramid pose. Do the work to pull your thoracic spine to your chest. We do so much like hunching over and crowding our chest and slumping shoulders. Do the opposite here to open yourself up in a new way. To not hide all that you are and all that you're capable of. Now open your heart and show that. Left hand down, twisting triangle. Ground the back heel down into the floor. Yeah, awesome. Twisting half moon. Lift the inside of your left thigh up to the ceiling. Awesome. Forward fold, left foot down. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Interlace your hands behind you. Breathe in. Chest parallel to the earth now. Knuckles to the ceiling. Descend your sitting bones to earth. Breathe in. Forward fold, release your hands. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Triangle pose. Have your hand on the back side of your shin. On a block or the floor is great, or hovering from the floor. Now lean back. A small bend in your left knee is great. Side facing, wide leg, forward bend. You can choose interlaced hands, or you can go for traditional or tripod headstand instead. Press your knuckles flat, Jill. Tilt your weight into the mounds of your big toes. And those of you upside down, press the mounds of your big toes to the ceiling. It's true north alignment, no matter which orientation you are with the earth. Everyone meet in this wide leg straddle. Interlace your hands at your low back. Take a lift up halfway. And drop your left shoulder to the middle. Open your chest to the back edge of your mat. And come back to center. Twist to the front edge of your mat. Back to center. Release your hands. Lizard pose. Come onto your forearms. Just start there. Soften your upper back. Take your right forearm across the top of your mat. Left hand to your left inner thigh or knee. Now push it open and then pull your heart open. You're welcome to stay there or take your left arm to the ceiling. Spread out your fingers. Great action and intention from every part of your being. Like you're the physical representation of being up to something bigger than yourself. Left hand down. Pyramid pose. And just notice if you're slumping again in your upper back and shoulders. Twisting triangle. Soften your right knee. Just a small bend. There you go. Twisting half moon. Press back. Yeah. Open up your chest. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Forward fold. Malasana. Keep your heels grounded. Press your elbows into the inside of your thighs. Now lift your bum 3 inches. Yeah. Pull muscle to bone on your thighs. It's like tightening up your quads. And now lean your whole body back. Upper back, even more weight into your heels. Lift another inch up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High push-up. Lower to a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Outstretch your arms in a T shape. Lift your right leg up off the ground and take your right leg over to your left side. Place the mound of your right big toe on the ground on the opposite side. Yeah, you can go left cheek to the mat. Switch sides. Back to center. Floor bow. Take your shins in your hands and flex your feet. So ankles or shins, so you can move your ankles and press the center of your heels up to the ceiling. Press straight up into my hands. Yeah, good. Lower down. Floor bow. And go again. Hold your ankles or your shins. There you go, Mark. Press the center of your heels up to the ceiling. There you go, Darren. Press right up into me. Straight up. Yeah. Now roll over to your right side. Kick into your shins, into your hands. And to the other side. Oh, yeah. Go, Natalie. You got it, Deborah. Back to center. Another breath in to lift up. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Notice where your wrists are placed. Have them right under your shoulders. Okay, now push into the floor. Like really push the floor away from you. And notice how much lift you get from that. Lift and your shoulders drop. Pull your front ribs in. Now shoulders straight back. Camel pose. Go camel with your hands at your heart center. Elbows the height of your wrists. And just lift your heart up. Pelvis up and forward. And be nice to yourself. If you're casting judgment on yourself about how far you can go or if this hurts or doesn't hurt, like stop that. Just stop. Just be where you are and be okay with where you are. Come back up, tabletop. Cow pose. Drop your belly, look up. Cat pose, push the floor away. Neutral spine. Camel pose. And this time I encourage you to go lift your arms up over your head and go for full Kapotasana, which is hands to the ground behind you or hands at heart center. And if your hands do get to the ground, take wheel pose. Otherwise, stay in camel where you are. Breathe fully in and out through your nose. Wheels come back to Kapotasana, back up to camel, and to tabletop. Good, Elizabeth. Cow pose. Cat pose. Neutral tabletop. Downward facing dog. Reach your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, open up your hip, flip dog, into full wheel pose. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Shift your weight forward, Kirsten, so your shoulder stacks on your wrist. There you go, a little more, a little more. High push-up. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side half pigeon. Flex your front foot. It helps protect your knee with action from your foot up your shin to your knee. And you're going to take your right arm and wrap it around your back and even maybe wrap your peace sign fingers around your right big toe. Maybe. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Sigh out your mouth. Lift your left leg. Flip dog. To a full wheel pose. Good, Corby. Now pull your inner ankles towards the front edge of your mat. Okay? High push-up. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Half pigeon, left side. Wrap your left arm around your back. Reach for your left big toe. There you go. Yeah, nice, Katie. Love you. Forward facing dog. Take a full breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out. Jump through your hands onto your bum. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Lead with your chest as you fold forward. Hold on to your feet. Even if you've got to bend your knees to catch your feet, do that. Half lift. Fold again. Come up to seated position. Cross your right leg over your left. Lift your left arm up. Now twist over to the right. Pull your right shoulder back, left shoulder back to meet it. And counter twist the other way. Place your forearms on the ground. Come back to center, and you'll take cow-faced pose. So you're going to pull your left heel into your bum, and then your right knee will stack on top of your left knee, so kind of toward each other. Right arm up to the sky. Left arm behind your back, and then you'll interlace your hands behind you. Pull the pit of your belly in, sit up taller. And fold just as deeply as you can. Be nice to yourself. Okay? If it hurts, don't do it. Like, ow hurt. But if it's a good hurt, like, ooh, do that. You know the difference, right? Okay, come back forward. Oh, release your hands. Outstretch your legs. Clear the flesh out from underneath you. And reach up. And fold down. Rise up. Take your left foot across. Place your foot on the floor. Reach your right arm up. And twist. A seated twist. Pull both shoulders back, shoulder blades pinned to your spine. Cross over the other way, forearms to the ground. Come back forward for cow face pose. Okay, so you pull your right heel in towards your bum. Take your left knee to stack on top of your right knee. Okay, then opposite hand up. So left arm up, right hand behind your back. And a towel or a strap could be handy here between your hands. And fold. Come on up. Reverse tabletop. Lower down onto your bum, fish pose. Heart up high, like there was a string tied from your heart to the ceiling. Lower down onto your back. And just outstretch your arms into a T shape. Create eagle legs. Right leg over your left leg. And take your knees over to the left side. Gaze to the right side. Switch sides. Turn your gaze to the left side. Supta Baddha Konasana. And give yourself a hug. And wrap your arms around your body to your shoulders. Just acknowledge and honor yourself for the vulnerability it requires to practice yoga. To be so in tune with yourself, to know the benefits that a physical practice, like moving your body and opening up your heart, can do for you, like long term. One practice just this morning can open you up in a whole new way of living. More connected with yourself and others. Place one hand on your heart. Actually, place both hands on your heart. Both hands on your heart. Right on top of your chest. Take a breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Feel the beating of your heart and acknowledge all the work you've just done and the kindness that exists within you. And taking a break from the fast pace, from the chaos that exists out in the world around you, like you come to yoga and you've got an opportunity to check back in. And you've chosen that for yourself. Now you can share it with others. Shavasana. Wrap your arms around yourself another time. Give yourself the love and honor and acknowledgement. Got to treat yourself well in order to treat others well. Roll over onto your right side. Press up to a seated position with your eyes still closed. And your hands together at heart center. And be easy. Be easy on yourself. And have compassion and care for others that you come in contact with. From a heart-to-heart connection, human to human, heart to heart. We'll take one full Om together. Breathe in. Bring your thumb knuckles to your third eye. A point of one vision, unison, where all your thoughts about yourself and about others come to unite as one powerful, loving thought. The light and love within me honors, acknowledges, and respects the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you. Happy Friday. It's great to have you guys this morning. I hope you feel nice and open and ready to take on anything. Like Mark's runner's workshop on Sunday, 12 to 1. Mark will be leading a runner's workshop, a clinic designed to help you with your foot strike, your stride, your cadence, and even learn how yoga can support your running and vice versa. It's an indoor barefoot workshop, and it's $15. So come to that.